What's up, comic and pop culture fans? This is James with Midhunter Comics, and I think I was wrong about variants. When I first started this YouTube channel, I expressed pretty outwardly that I thought that variants were a money pit, a leech on the hobby, excessive and confusing, and just all around a bad thing. Every single comic that comes out right now has at least one variant. If it's a first issue or some sort of anniversary issue, there ends up being like 10 different variants of one cover. Then you get all these retailer incentive variants, you get all these double store purchases, the one per store purchase, you get the sketch variant of a variant, you get the 1 out of 10, you get the 1 out of 25, you get the 1 out of 100, or sometimes 1 out of 500 variant. It's all a bit much. Completionists go crazy, way overblowing their budget, trying to get all these variants. It can be very addicting, and the worst part about it is I wouldn't have such a problem with it if it wasn't such an obvious money grab. One other thing about too many variants is it takes away from the specialness of a variant. It used to be that if you got a variant, that was so cool. Oh, did you get the variant? But now it's not special anymore. If every single book has like 10 different variants of it, I don't know. And I honestly kept that thinking through 2020, 2021, 2022, 23. But in 2024, something really changed within me that I'm actually starting to disagree with how I used to think about this. In 2024, I finally got back into reading. I was always reading comics, but I just got so busy and caught up with work that in 2022 and 23, I basically stopped reading altogether. This year, I really sat down and made the time to be a comic book reader again. And I've actually really enjoyed some stuff. I still say that Image is the best, but I thought it's been a particularly good year for DC. And I've enjoyed some Marvel titles too, specifically the Ultimate Verse. And for the past several months now, I've found myself searching online for pre-orders of artists that I really like to see if they drop some sort of variant, and actually grabbing them and actually getting that like little kid excitement to be grabbing them. Also, I've been doing a lot of collection buying, and I used to hate getting into modern stuff. But now I'll get these collections of like crazy big books, first Mysterio, first Daredevil, and yet the books that I end up keeping is like the Adam Hughes variant of Fables. It's so funny. So I feel like I don't even recognize myself anymore. I'm out here pre-ordering the latest Adam Hughes cover and grabbing up certain covers from collections for my own personal use. And it really dawned on me like, oh, I'm enjoying the hobby again. That's literally what it's all about, folks. How many times have I said on this channel you should collect what you want to collect and how you want to collect? And yet there I was in my older videos being so hypocritical, talking such shit about variants where it's like, honestly, there is a lot of enjoyment out of there. And maybe it is a little bit ridiculous when you get a new issue #1 and there's 100 variants, but nobody said you gotta collect them all. You could just get cover A and be done with it. I feel like this is as much fun as I've been having in the hobby that I ever had. And that kind of blows my mind because that's really not where I was 4 years ago. And I think one thing that I got wrong about variants was I kept thinking of it from a monetary figure. I kept calling variants a money pit. The economics major in me kept telling you guys that variants are a money pit. And I think the thing I missed is it's not really about the money. I think people that collect variants and ratio variants and exclusives and one per store, this and that, aren't really doing it for the money. And if you are doing it for the money, I think you'll find you're going to be in a tough spot when it comes time to sell it. I don't think that stuff is investor grade. I think the golden age, platinum age, silver age is investment grade stuff. I think you're flat out going to lose money if you chase variants. But that doesn't mean that's bad. It's the same thing as just grabbing your weekly pull list from your local comic book shop. You're probably not making that money back, man, but you're having fun reading the titles. I guess somewhere along the line, I just forgot that basic fact. I was thinking too much from a trying to help with investment talk and monetarily, and I forgot to be a collector. Oh, snap. Completely random time to announce this, but just for this video, this is halfway through the video, I am going to do a giveaway. You guys, someone just comment down below. You're going to win the full original trade paperback of Batman, No Man's Land. I finally am biting the bullet and buying the omnibus formats of No Man's Land, so I won't be needing this anymore. Here's how I knew something had changed in me so much. I started collecting not just more ratio variants and kind of rare and different covers because they were tied to a key, but because they were tied to an artist. My latest obsession is Will Jack. I think he's raced suddenly to the top of the pinup covers, and I think he does some of the most gorgeous yet actually tasteful oil-style painting covers that I've seen in a while. Just like this past year, I found out from the 70s, I really like Frank Brunner, and I've been just grabbing up any Frank Brunner copies I can find, whether it's Man-Thing or Doctor Strange. And that's fun. Attaching myself with these artist obsessions is really fun for me. So I used to do it like a decade ago with Brian Boland. It's kind of like a homecoming for me to get back to this habit. So I feel like there's a part of me that understands those dudes that collect every Scotty Young cover. There's a part of me that understands the dudes that collect all the Star Wars Kenner variants. There's a part of me that understands dudes that collect all the Art Germ variants. I feel like I actually get it now. It's fun, man. So the next time you check out one of my old videos or you hear someone gatekeeping in the community talking about how stupid variants are and how you think it's terrible for the comic book industry and whatever, I don't believe that it is. I really don't. I don't think that it's a smart financial decision, but I do think that it's fun. And maybe chasing down a 1 in 7 or 1 in 50 variant might be a lot more rewarding than just picking up a cover A, and maybe that's all right. It's always a humbling feeling when you realize that you don't know shit, and you can always be evolving. I certainly feel like I have in this game. Are you still part of the variant hate train? Or do you think that maybe we should ease up on people and how they collect, and maybe we should try a little bit of it ourselves? Keep on hunting however you like, and I'll see you at the next video. Make sure to come on down to Sentiment Depot's Antiques and Collectibles, located at 238 West Delaware Ave in Pennington, New Jersey. Find so many great books for just $1 and the lowest prices on key comics around. Enjoy a huge selection of graded comics priced up to 20% lower than current fair market value. We are open from Wednesday to Sunday, closed Monday, Tuesday. You got a collection you want to sell? Bring that too. Can't wait to see you there.